The moment of clarity. I guess that was the name, the moment of clarity.
And at the you're here.
I think there's two. No, there's 2 more to do. Is there 2 more to do? I think there's 2 more to do. Yeah. Because the first one was the stranger. Then we did the prisoner. Now we did the nightmare. There's 2 more to do. I mean, what else can I do though? Like, I'm trying to think. There's an achievement for saying you want to spend time with the God Princess. Didn't I already do that? Didn't I already do that in the other one? I thought I already did that. What? Bring the tower, pledge your loyalty to your better. Is that the one? Pledge your loyalty to your better? Did it close your game? No. I guess it's a alternative ending then. True Love's Kiss. There's some interesting achievement here that I'm not entirely sure how to get. Strike the heart from the belly of the beast. Touch a creature until you can dodge no longer. Abandon her in a thorny prison. Oh no, that would be terrible. No, don't abandon Thorn. Share a thorny prison. Share. Successfully take the fight to a creature in its den. Unleash the power of pacifism on your foe. We can try that. We can try the we can try the adversary. Oh, what was the adversary? The adversary was... Okay, I remember now. Let's go for the adversary. I'd need the blade, I'm pretty sure. I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
I think I have to talk and then choose to slay. No, I think I messed it up already.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands. And
here we go. I think this is what I have to do.
Unfortunately.
This would lead to the nightmare. If I choose to give up, what happens here, actually? Is it gonna be the tower, or is it gonna be, the adversary? Hold on. That's a good question.
Are you serious? You lacked the princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths. Tosses
Tower.
the blade away from you.
Well, I guess I'm going to the tower again.
This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She plants her foot on your chest.
Yeah, this
and
is the
pushes you
tower.
onto your back, and she leans into it.
It's too bad. I was looking...
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The tower.
You're on a path.
I don't really want to go to the tower, I'll be honest. I feel like I've already seen every time I'm interested in the tower.
You and the princess.
Let's just go for the adversary.
Both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs?
Okay, here we go. Adversary. Proceed to the cabin. Do not take the blade.
A knife this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably more fair to her anyway.
Let's try
Want
and
to
be a
feel like we've cheated our way
pacifist.
to a win. As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulphuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger?
Here we go.
Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. But no little knife this time, huh? No. I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
No, I'm here just to chat. You look different.
Aside from your empty hands, you look exactly the same.
Alright, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess.
Yeah.
The princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing?
Yeah.
Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. Enough is enough. I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know whatever brought the two of you...
I wish there was a mute button on the narrator.
Do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time?
After
Me.
hearing for so many times, I'm like,
Remember.
dude, just shut up. I'm tired of hearing you.
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Just because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less seriously. Don't worry, remain silent.
I'm going to take that silence as a sign that from this moment on, you're going to treat the task before you with the utmost importance and seriousness.
Don't worry, I am.
I'm so glad
I'm gonna
that we're
flirt with
finally
her.
all on the same page.
So, do you remember me?
No, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again? Or are you scared I'm going to put you down for good this time?
Are you just going to let her talk to us like that? We're not scared.
Shut up, stubborn. No one
My
asked you.
position on violence in this situation is already more than clear, but you really shouldn't let yourself be goaded so easily. There's more at risk in this encounter than your fragile ego. I agree. If we're gonna fight her, we need a weapon.
I actually am here just to chat.
Haven't we talked enough? Do you really have anything else to say? Or are you just stalling because you're scared I'm going to kill you again?
I'm actually here to free you.
Free her? You aren't. I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free?
You don't want to be free? Are you serious? If you don't want to be free, then what do you want? Me? Anyone? Why wouldn't you want to be free?
Yeah, I'm fine right where I am.
Okay, hold on. Did you hear that? Maybe we don't have to do anything. If she's fine where she is, maybe...
As long as you go back upstairs, pick up that knife, and fight me to the death.
Never mind. There is no happy ending where everyone makes it out of this place alive. You either deal with her here, right now, or she'll eventually find her way out. Whether she even wants to leave is hardly relevant. This cabin won't last forever.
Hear that? Between him and her, that should be all the motivation you need. Now pick up the blade and fight her.
Shut up, Stabber. No one asked you.
Pick up the blade and slay her.
Shut up, narrator. No one asked you.
You're being a bit semantic, aren't you? I am, but it's an important distinction. If you're going to see this through, you need to hold the right intent. This isn't a sparring match. It is a lethal confrontation that will decide the future of everything.
It really is interesting because in normal circumstances, this would be a very annoying because as the voice of the hero says, it's like the narrator just going with semantics because there's not really much of a difference between fighting and slaying. But since we know what the princess really is, and she takes the form of what you think of her, it makes his dialogue, despite the fact that he at first glance seems very just annoying and that he's being bothersome, it just kind of makes everything feel very natural. It's like, of course he's making sure that you want to slay her and not fight her, because otherwise you're just gonna fight her forever and not actually slay her.
Fine. As long as it leads to a fight, do whatever he just said.
I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive. I haven't decided what I'm doing. Don't worry, I always come up for a good fight. In fact, the only reason I came down here with a web is because having a knife felt unfair. I attacked her unarmed. Blade, so I'll bring it back. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Turn around and leave. Turn around and leave without saying anything. Really? That's my options?
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So this is really my options? Where's the I don't want to fight choice?
You haven't decided? We talked more than enough last time. Do you really have anything else to say? Or are you just stalling because you're scared I'm going to kill you? If you want to talk, I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
Oh wait. Can we come closer? Step closer, there we go.
You take a cautious step towards the princess.
I need to explore the right
I wish I could believe
answer.
you know what you're doing, but you clearly don't. You stop a few feet short of her reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you. She's a lot bigger than I thought she was.
Why do you sound so scared? We can take her.
Well, what do you want? Because every second we waste talking is a second we could spend killing each other instead.
Why do you want us to kill each other?
Why wouldn't I want that? Why don't you want that? It felt good last time. It felt right. And it makes sense.
Can we just, I don't know, spar a little? Maybe there's a compromise where we can all get what we want. Nobody has to die in the world. Doesn't swear? No fighting. If all you want to do is fight me, does that mean you won't end the world? So you just find locked away here. You really don't want to be free.
Here you go again, talking about my freedom.
The princess glances down at her chains.
If you're talking about these, they're nothing.
She steps forward, her bindings creaking under the pressure of her strength. And then they snap. It was only a matter of time, but she's loose. Dear Lord. What do we do?
Well, she's free now. She can go.
If only there was some sort of weapon you could use to fight a world-ending monstrosity. I wonder where you'll find one of them.
Just do exactly what I've been telling you to do since the second we got here. Take the blade, fight her, kill her, and win.
What? Did you think you were safe standing right outside my grasp? The only reason I haven't drawn blood is because I want to make sure that your heart is in it. I don't like fighting someone with a weak spirit. But go ahead. Keep trying my patience.
Can't we just... If all you want to do... What happened after you died?
I woke up, didn't you?
You don't have any wound. You're different. The basement different. Doesn't any of this bother? Don't you care about what you are?
I know. You already told me.
And you don't see it?
Ugh, I care, okay? I guess I just care differently than you. When I saw you come back down here, I thought you would understand. I thought that we would want the same thing. But all you've done is ask me annoying little questions. It's like you don't even want to enjoy being alive.
I wish you could hear me right now. I want to enjoy being alive. I want to fight.
The basement is different.
I like it. It's so cramped. Like the only way out of here is through each other.
Hey, professional people. How's it going? Got a lot file out of here.
That's right, not everything has to be so violent.
That's pathetic. I would never do that, and I hate that you even suggested it.
You don't have any wound.
You don't either.
Good, fair point. We had to figure out why we're here.
We don't. Because I know why we're here. We're here to kill each other.
Man.
We're here to kill each other? It sounds like she doesn't care if she dies here. Maybe we can use that to our advantage.
See how's it going. We are playing Slay the Princess. I think we are in my last run that I'm willing to do for this game, and we're just kind of getting through some minor routes that I'm curious.
How boring. I'm not interested in watching you try and outwit her. I'm interested in overpowering her.
How about you? Are you doing well?
Shouldn't need to use any dirty little tricks to win.
I don't mean why are we here existentially. I mean quite literally. Why are you in the basement? Who sent me here to kill you? Why me? Why you? There are answers out there, and we need to find them. Don't you care what the reason what is?
And then what? I'm still going to want to coat these walls in our blood. I know what I am. I don't need answers.
Doesn't seem like it's getting through her skull. If you were put down here for a reason, I was sent to kill you for a reason. Don't you care about what that reason is?
I don't need to care, because I already know what I am. I've already found my purpose.
The princess flashes a sinister grin.
You.
Does she mean her purpose is killing us?
No, she means fighting us. She means both of us getting stronger through sheer pain and will. The fear of death no longer able to hold us back. Just go and pick up the blade already. I'm sick of all this anticipation. We're ready.
I don't want that ending again. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna fight you. Here we go. I'm not gonna fight you. Thank you for the hydrate.
What are you trying to do? Do you think pacifism is going to win
Oh,
her over?
here we go.
Because it won't.
Yes, the path of pacifism.
Right? This isn't fun. This isn't interesting. It's pathetic and cowardly and boring.
Is that so? Let's see if you still feel that way once I start beating you.
You stand your ground as the princess thunders across the basement
Oh.
floor, her shoulders tucked low.
What happened to the
as her
background?
fierce,
There's no
unblinking
basement now.
gaze locks onto yours.
What's the goal of the game? Slaying the princess. The name of the game.
You don't see the impact, and you can't say for sure if you even feel it, but you hear your bones splinter. You can feel your feet leave the floor as you're hurled bodily into the unflinching stone wall.
We're fine.
Are we fine? Are we really? No, you're obviously not fine. Your body is broken.
Enough games. Go upstairs, pick up that knife, and fight me.
Remains. I can't get up.
Stop moping. You're fine. Now get up.
What are you made of? Tissue paper? I didn't hit you that hard.
You might as well just kill me because you're not going to change my mind.
Is this a trick? Are you tricking me? Because why would you? Why wouldn't you? Ah!
The princess's shoulders tense with fury as she storms towards you.
Oh.
You can see her face flush, her knuckles going white as she clenches her fists, her entire body trembling with a burning rage.
I just came from one of the co-streamer of Horror Game Award, and this game won People's Choice category. Yes, this game is... I mean, I'll be honest, this game isn't really horror. I get why it has the category of horror. There are subjects of horror, especially bodily horror, and Eldoresh, and like Cthulhu, Lovecraftian horror, but it's not really a horror story. It's more like... I don't know what I would call it. I mean, there are some horror elements to it, but for the most part, it's more like just a story.
I can't believe you're making me watch this.
But there are some horror elements to it. Some of the roots do have good elements of horror.
Fine. If you want to die like a pathetic little worm, you can die like a pathetic little worm.
I guess I'll see you all next time. She reaches down and grabs you by the throat, lifting your limp form and slamming it forcefully against the wall. Her eyes twitch as her grip tightens around your neck. She sure is taking her time, isn't she?
Why? Why are you letting me do this? Why are you making me do this? Why won't you fight back?
Because death doesn't matter anymore, does it? Fighting, not fighting, what does any of it matter if it all ends the same way? Because there's more to this than just fighting each other. If letting you kill me is how I can show you that, then it's worth it. I care about you, and I don't want to hurt you anymore. I just think it's kind of funny. Oh man, I'll go for this one. Let's flirt with her.
Care about me? What is that supposed to mean? If you cared about me, you'd fight me. You'd understand, but why are you trying to make me think?
Her grip hardens. You feel a horrific pop in your neck. She releases you, your numb body crumpling to the stone floor as your vision starts to fade.
What am I supposed to do without you?
I guess I'll see you all next time. I can say that now, right? We're dead?
Great. I can't wait to be stuck in this useless body all over again.
I won't be seeing you, but I suppose something like me will. Everything goes dark.
Oh, we're going for a chapter 3. I didn't actually expect that. The Fury. Oh no. Well, I did get the achievement of pacifism,
You're on a path.
but the Fury is not good.
At the end of that path,
Oh, I've heard this one before. Let me guess. There's a cabin and a princess, and you want us to get rid of her for
Oh
you.
my
It's not
god.
gonna happen.
I didn't think she'd get this pissed.
Oh, you.
Maybe I shouldn't have flirted
I'm
with
the
her.
only one here who actually listened to her. She wants a fight. And we're not gonna give it to her. It's funnier if we don't.
you think what happened last time was funny? I thought we were breaking a cycle of violence. I thought we were practicing pacifism in the face of...
I wish instead of the
I thought we were being brave. Heroic, even.
I wish instead of the contrarian, it would have been the smitten here, because, you know, we did try to flirt with her at the end.
We're a deep and multifaceted being. Who's to really say that your thing and my thing can't peacefully coexist?
I'm just saying, doing it for a laugh takes away from the moment. It was a good moment.
Oh, will both of you just shut up?
Make me rage, boy. Well, this is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've
Is that a
already...
contrarian or broken? I imagine the broken is if you just remain silent.
Yeah, you think?
What does here even mean, though? You've told us about the path of the princess and all of that already, but this is a very different path from the last one.
That's a good point. Everything here is a little off.
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that.
If you start fighting unharmed and give up. Oh!
Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted. So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this. I know all sorts of things, which is why you should listen to me. That's not really an answer. Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously. But what about... Don't worry. We only need this one.
Okay, I skipped one by mistake. It's fine.
You'd better hope that's true. And don't let that inflated ego get in the way of doing your job.
You said yourself that you know more than you're letting in. You pull 100 different directions. You better listen. So no comment about the grotesque environment. What happens next? It seems like our answers are in the cabin. Yeah, let's just go for the cabin.
Good.
That's
all on the
disgusting.
same. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her. That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard. Don't be so hard on yourself. We all wind up in creative ruts now and then. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you can think of something worth telling us. The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high-arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible. I think it's kind of nice. Makes the room feel alive, doesn't it? The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. We'll need it if we want to do things right. I say we leave it to rust. Let's not make the same mistake twice. We could have won if we had it last time. Take it.
No, I don't want to take it. I'm pretty sure that the end result is going to be the same, because I don't think there's... Because I think there's only one thing that happens if you get the Fury. I don't think there's multiple endings with the Fury. That could be, though. But I'm not going to take the plate.
You step forward and
we went the
approach the door to the
pacifist
basement,
route last time.
hesitating
We were
before
going to
you
keep
open.
going the pacifist route.
Almost as if you don't see it. But you must, because it's right there in front of you.
All we see is a damn mirror.
It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean? Wipe what clean? The door? The mirror. What are you talking about? You're standing in front of a door. Whatever non-door thing you think you're looking at, it isn't real, because if it were real, I'd know about it. But it has to be real. It's right there. Does it matter if it's actually real or not? Talking about it gets under his skin. That's all that matters. We should talk about it even more.
Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready to get violent.
We won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
We can smash it? Hold on. Supposedly, from what I understand, if we smash it, the narrator dies.
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement.
Okay, never mind. That might have been a mistake to smash it. Let's not smash it.
You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement.
We need to go pacifist, no aggression.
As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned after denying me the salvation of combat? Are you here to gloat? Are you here to mock what I've become?
Oh, that's why she's enraged.
Do you think that if you let me kill you enough times, I'll suddenly soften and repent for sins that live solely in your head? Well, we've tried that, haven't we? Now come down and see what your refusal has done to me. See how much you can bear to witness the consequences of your actions.
Do you hear that? Well, sounds like we got to her last time. Let's keep pushing, see what else we can make happen.
That's why she's in fury, I get it. Because after we die, she stayed there for a bit.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Probably stay there for a while.
The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin,
What is
burning
that?
bone.
Why are there bodies around?
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. Then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you. She wants us to be afraid because she wants us to think she can make us suffer. Don't give her the satisfaction. That's right, no fear. She's bigger than the last time, but she's pulling herself apart. She's practically done most of the work for us. We don't even have a weapon. It doesn't matter. I refuse to go out any way that isn't kicking and screaming.
What happened to you?
Time happened. You happened. But none of that matters. We're together again, and I'll have what you denied me.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. Horrifying squelch. You are unwound.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever. Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
our entrains are just here. Okay.
She's gone.
I didn't think she would become the
Where
Fury.
did-
That actually caught me off guard.
Why is it here? What?
But it's fine.
Yeah, don't screw.
We just need to do one more after this. Oh god. She looks grotesque from here. Oh no, because those are her hands.
There's a world
Yeah, they're
beyond
mine
the
trains.
endless walls of the...
So what do you think of this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart.
What could I have done then? To free her? Maybe you just can't.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Okay. Well, one
The
last.
next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. No, not 4 yet. 4, 5.